Thank you for guesting here. Okay,
My pleasure. Thanks for having
first
me.
question. What made you want to become a musician?
I think it had something to do with. Oh, the first thing was I loved Billy Joel and Elton John's music when I was a
Oh
little
my
kid.
gosh.
And as a little kid, I felt like, well, if I become a songwriter and singer, then I'll get to meet them because they're songwriters and singers too. And I love them.
True.
I'm such a fan. So I was like, I should become a songwriter too so that I can meet Billy Joel and Elton John. And I've still never met Elton John or Billy Joel. So, yeah,
Seriously, you haven't?
I haven't. So fail, I guess. But that's
So
the
let's
reason
go
that I
get them. Let's
first.
do a collaboration with them.
I know. I need to. I haven't thought about that in like years. The fact that that's the reason that I started writing songs and singing was really just to do the same thing as them, so I could meet them. Um,
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, I guess I
So
need
when
to put that
so
back in my brain.
so when you started singing, what age did you start singing? When you
About
discover you're
17,
singing,
about probably 17 or so. I don't feel like
17.
I started really developing my voice until I was about probably 18 or 19.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. So that's like because some other singer they develop their singing careers like around 4 years old, 5 years old. They know that they're really into singing. So
Well,
you're
I
at
was into
17 year.
songwriting. Yeah, I started writing
Oh.
songs when I was probably around 10 years old, around 9 or 10 years old. But I never thought that I would sing my own songs. I always thought that I would just write songs for other people.
So you still have
And then,
your that 10 years old David songwriter thing. You still have those compositions?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Second question. Do you have any hobbies or interests outside music? Hmm.
Trying to think if there's anything that I mean, there's other things that I enjoy, but not it's like all very music related, I think. All the things that I like that I spend a lot of time on. So I could say like I'm really into microphones. I
Oh.
like vintage microphones, and I like guitars. I like kind of learning about guitars
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
learning about audio and audio equipment. But it's all kind of music related. The thing about music is that there's so many aspects to it that for
Mm-hmm,
me in the way that I do it. It's not like I'm not just like a singer, you know? I
mm-hmm.
mean, that's great if that's what you do, but for me, like because I produce my own music and
Mm-hmm.
I mix it and I play a lot of the instruments and I record it and I write it. It's like all these different aspects. So at one point I might be reading poetry, and another
Oh, wow.
part because it might help with lyrics and inspiration. Another part I might be learning about electronics and
Mm-hmm.
what a feedback forward versus a negative feedback compressor is, and like the difference of a FET compressor and a VCA compressor and an opto compressor and
Oh
like
my
all these different
gosh.
types of things, and like what a ribbon microphone is versus a
Uh-huh.
condenser mic versus a dynamic mic, and um, what the impedance of various microphones are and why you should match their impedance and like all this stuff that it's very not really musical. You know
Mm-hmm,
what I mean?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
I do have
True.
all of these interests that are sort of non-musical, but they all relate back to music.
Oh my God. So there's no sports or something, basketball,
Oh,
tennis,
I
nothing.
actually do. I know I work out. See.
Oh, I know. The last time I saw you, you were like, but now you're buff.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. I've gained some weight. I've gained some like muscle over the last,
two
I don't know,
years.
three. No, it
No, a
hasn't been
year.
that long. A year. Yeah,
A
a
year.
year.
A year ago. A year ago. Shit, that was a year
Hmm.
ago already. Hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, third question. What strength do you have that you believe makes you a great musician?
What strength? I think my songwriting and composition work is what makes me like is my best talent.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like if I got on stage and it was me, versus the top five best singers that I know in a singing
Hmm.
competition, I'm gonna get last place. If it's me versus like five of the best guitar players that I know, I'm gonna get last place. But I feel like even though I can do those things competently, I'm
Hmm.
not gonna be like the winning some big competition in that kind of thing in a technical level. But yeah, but songwriting, I feel like if you put like me and Max Martin and Paul McCartney and like Elton John, like all the best songwriters of all time in a room together to write a song, I don't feel like I would feel out of place. Like, oh, these guys are gonna like write like
Because you
be
write from the
so much
heart,
more creative.
you write from the
Yeah, like
heart.
I can just always write songs. Like
Hmm.
I never have yeah, like mental blocks when it comes to writing songs. I virtually never sit down to write a song and don't write like a pretty decent song.
Hmm. How many albums do you have? I have your two albums. How many did you produce?
I'm not even exactly sure
Or how many
because
songs?
I've written hundreds of songs. Maybe 1,000 songs,
Uh-huh.
but I have released I actually have a couple albums that are like completely recorded that have never been released. That I just
Oh
never
my
felt like it
God.
was the right time or whatever to release them. So I've got a lot of unreleased material.
I want to hear
Sometimes,
those.
yeah, I love actually my favorite album I've ever recorded is unreleased, and I think for the reason I didn't release it is like at the time I just didn't wasn't sure like how to promote it or what like I didn't know if I had the time to sort of focus on promoting it and like
Uh-huh.
shooting all the music videos for it and everything. So I sort of like never got around to it, to releasing it. And then like 8 years later, 9 years
Are
later, I'm like,
are you
oh,
doing it independently or do you have an agency or
no, I pretty much do everything independently at
yeah,
this point.
I thought of
Yeah,
that
I
because of
only
the
have I
album,
only
yeah.
have yeah one album that was released on a record label that was with Star or
Hmm.
ABS-CBN, and the
Yeah.
reason that that was released through them was because they owned the publishing rights to all of those songs, and so I did official English versions of classic Filipino songs where I
Yes.
wrote new lyrics. So that's the only thing, because I sort of had to release it underneath them because they owned the official rights to the publishing for those
Did you
things.
have any collaboration, like an album collaboration with some Filipino artists? I know with Yang, right?
What do you mean album collaboration?
I
Like
mean,
songs I wrote?
the one that you release on your album. Do you have any Filipino artists in your album or because on YouTube I know you have a lot of Filipino collaborations. I watch all of them.
Yeah. On that album, I had like little guest appearances. So on the album that you've got, there's
Mm-hmm.
a song called "Feet on the Ground,"
Mm-hmm.
and Arnie Hidalgo.
Arnie Hidalgo. Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah. So
she
that's
sings the female part on that. Yasi Pressman and I, we sang "Magic" together. So she wasn't famous at the time, or not like famous like she is now. That
she's
we
so famous now.
Yeah, now she's really really famous. But yeah, at the time, she wasn't that famous, and yeah, we did that duet "Magic." It turned out really cool
I
together,
know I
and
like that song.
thank
Uh,
you.
which instrument is your favorite to play and why? I think I know your answer, but anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's either guitar or bass. I actually,
Bass. Uh-huh.
yeah, lately it's kind of been bass actually. Yeah.
Bass. Okay.
hmm
Describe your favorite and least favorite part of being a musician.
My favorite part of being a musician is creating music. Is just making musical, compositions, and um, yeah, and like seeing my ideas become real, things
Mm-hmm.
that exist for people to enjoy or listen to and things. My least favorite part is it would definitely be something having to do with the promotional aspect of
Okay.
that, of like needing to, especially these days, sort of like become very fluent in like various social medias. So now
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you just like write a song and put it up for people to listen to or like do basic promotions. Now it's like write a song and create like 10 TikTok videos for like, you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah,
Of
that's
that
true.
song, like created like a TikTok dance and like a way that people can TikTok collaborate and like a sing along TikTok thing and like I don't know, it's just so many and like yeah, it's sort of like I don't know. It's kind of cool. I guess there's creative aspects of it, but especially for me, maybe because there's like constantly new social media,
It's all
things that pop
digital
up.
now, right?
Well, like every social media has its like own version of what you're supposed to do on there, right? So
Mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm,
YouTube is like vlogs and reaction videos and music videos and stuff like
mm-hmm.
that, and then TikTok is like, I don't know, I don't actually ever get on TikTok, but like
Don't
dance
you have no TikTok?
videos and sort of like lip sync stuff and like all
True.
this stuff. I don't. It's like it's its own. And then like Instagram is like half naked pictures on the beach and like there are all these sort of these like
Different.
things that are like
Mhm.
popular on like these aspects and sort of yeah. I guess to do it all to do music like promotion successfully, you should sort of like understand all of those things and utilize them all to promote your song.
Oh gosh, yes, that's
I
true.
think that's the most frustrating thing. Yeah.
Okay. What accomplishment do you see yourself 10 years from now? 10 years, David.
Hmm. 10 years from now. I feel like I probably need bigger dreams. Um, where do I see myself? I don't have a good answer for that, for where I see myself. I could make
I
up
know
an
you're
answer.
still going to release some albums, a lot of
Yeah, for
albums.
sure. A lot of music, like a lot of music will have been out for sure. I feel like that that's actually a really good question. Where do I see myself 10 years from now? And I could sort of come up with ideas of like things I think would be cool.
Mhm.
Um, like performing in a stadium, like with everybody
Of
singing
course.
my original
Mhm.
song back to me and things like that.
Mhm.
But I don't. I'm not sure if I believe that in my mind.
Mhm.
Um, so it's probably something I need to personally work on. Is like the my own belief in what my goal should be. You know,
I love that. I love that answer actually. Do you
mm.
have anything to promote, David?
Anything to promote. Um, I guess just subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's my favorite form of like
What's your
social
YouTube
media.
channel?
It's
I'm gonna put it
youtube.com.
under there.
Yeah, youtube.com/David Dimuzio. So that's where my next music videos will be up. And I've got Sam Mangobat.
Who? Ah, sa
Sam,
Mangubat.
yeah, Sam
Uh-huh.
Mangobat. Yeah, he's one of my best friends,
Uh-huh.
and we've got a couple of songs coming out together pretty soon. Just
Seriously. Wow. Is
yeah,
it gonna be on your production or another star or
and this one,
diva?
oh yeah, it'll just be like released by Sam and I.
Ah, okay. That will be great. What
Yeah,
about Spotify? Are you on Spotify?
I'm on Spotify. Yes, so
Hmm.
follow me on Spotify. That'd
So
be very
guys,
cool.
follow him on Spotify. Okay.
Yep, just look up
Do you have
David
any?
Musio.
Mhm.
Oh
I'm sorry.
yeah,
What was that?
there's songs with Sam. Yeah, there's two songs. There's one that I just wrote like a month or so ago, and I like wrote it, and then the next day Sam and I were just talking on Facebook, and I was like, hey, I wrote this new song, and I think you'd like it, and I played it for him, and he was like, oh, I love that. I want to record that song, and so now we're working on kind of producing it together. It's called What Do I Do with a Broken Heart,
Oh my
and
gosh!
yeah,
Wow.
so that's
So,
that's coming out, and then also Sam and I recorded this song with my friend Shane Taryn about 6 years ago, and it
wow.
never like we never released it. We never like fully finished producing it. So like the song was written, I wrote the song, and like we recorded all our vocals, but like the drums and bass and guitar, I sort
Hmm.
of wanted to redo it. So now I've recently just redone all of that, and like it's finished now, and so
So
that'll be coming out.
after 6 years,
Yeah,
gonna be released. I'm gonna wait for
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's really good. Yeah,
Wow.
that's called Only Would Be the Dawn.
Do you have any message to your fans?
Thanks for sticking around. To my fans, yeah.
There's
And
a
sorry I
request.
haven't released a lot of music recently.
There's a
Yeah, but it's
request
coming.
here. Can you do an a cappella song? Just a little a cappella. Which favorite song you want? Just a chorus part.
Sure. Well, let me just grab my guitar and I'll do a little bit
Okay.
of this. What do I do with a broken heart? Can you hear
Okay.
this? Yeah.
Woohoo.
One second.
Kanta na yan. What guitar? What guitar is that?
Oh, this guitar, it's called a rain song guitar.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Um, the rain on the roof keeps on pounding, but why should I worry? Why should I care? I fixed that leak once before. I've got friends that would help me if I need them here. But tell me, what do I do if I can't get over you? What do I do with a broken heart? Yeah, something
Oh
like
my
that.
God. Thank you. Oh my God. And that's going to be released next month, right?
Yeah, yeah, it should be pretty soon. Yeah,
Pretty soon. Okay. Last
next month or
question,
two. Yeah,
David.
sure.
What's the best piece of advice you can give to a musician, aspiring musician?
It would be, and I think this would be my best piece of advice that I've heard recently. It's not that I can give; it's more like that I've heard and I thought was really impactful for me. So I hope it would be for other people, and that is like try and do whatever you would do if you knew you were going to fail at anything that you did. So whatever that is, whatever you're like, if you knew you were going to fail at everything, what would
Mhm.
you do? What would you spend your time doing? And I think that's a good thing to focus on. So
True.
for me, that's music. If I'm gonna fail at everything, if I'm gonna fail as a real estate investor and fail
Hmm.
as a car salesman and fail as a you know like gardener, then I'd rather fail as a musician.
True. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, David. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you.
But
Okay, cool.
I still have like a fast talk. You know what a fast talk is, right? You're going to pick just one answer without explanation.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Are you
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm ready.
Number one, bite your ice cream or lick your ice cream?
I have no idea what you said, but I'm gonna go with the first one.
Bite your ice cream or
Oh, bite
lick,
your lick. Yeah,
lick your. Okay. Sexy or smart?
sexy.
The one you love or the one that loves you?
The one,
You love or the one that loves you?
the one that loves me.
Lollipop or donut?
Donut.
Be really fast or be really strong?
Be really strong.
Fly or be invisible?
Fly.
Bad breath or stinky feet?
Stinky feet.
Beach or mountain?
Mountain.
Love life or career? That's a tough one.
Career.
Okay. See the future or change the past?
Change the past.
Okay, last one. Top or bottom?
What?
Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay. Thank you, David. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're
All
welcome, Lynn.
right.
Thank you.